I just want to show you what was one of my favourite plants in my grandmother's garden when I was growing up. When I used to go and visit my grandmother, I used to love these things. Known as snapdragons, they're antirrhinums, and the thing that always fascinated me as a child is the way that the flowers open up. Let me see if I can show you. The lower part of the flower opens like a mouth, which is where they get the name snapdragon, I'm sure. And if you squeeze them in a particularly careful way, sometimes you could get them to animate almost as if they were talking. Let's see if we can do it with a slightly more mature flower there. Now these aren't going to do it, but yeah, you used to be able to, there you go. So we used to squeeze them and make them look like they were talking. So these are snapdragons, antirrhinums, my favourite childhood flower in Grandma's garden. And this plant here, in this lovely little cottage garden, this is Toadflax, and again, it's a relative of the snapdragon. So when we look at these tiny little flowers here, we can see, hopefully, let's see if we can see one, tiny little snapdragons. Look at that, there we go. So this is Toadflax. And this plant down here, this is very frequently overlooked. This is a plant, it loves to grow in little crevices in walls and cliffs. So let's have a look down here. This is ivy-leaf Toadflax. And let's just focus in really closely on one of these flowers, if we can. There we go, look, tiny, tiny snapdragons. And of course it's a relative of the snapdragon. And the purpose of these flowers, let's see if we can get one just to open up. The purpose of the flowers, of course, is not to entertain children, even though it does, but it's to pollinate the flowers. So when the insects go in to get the nectar, they have to pry open the flower like this and crawl inside to get the nectar. And in doing so, they get pollen stuck to their backs, and so they perform a pollination service for the plant. Isn't it just lovely though? Look at those beautiful little purple and yellow snapdragon flowers. Perfect little snapdragons. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again soon.